Let's move on to the big, beautiful bill because the House passed it. It's sitting over at the Senate. They've started that process now. And the goal that the president has is to have it on his desk by July 4th. My understanding is that the House Republicans, they had a call this afternoon to discuss some of the changes that might happen. What did you learn on that call, and where do you think we are right now in this process?
Well, we're still a long way in the process, Jason. We know the timeline. We know that this is the president's agenda. This is what he campaigned on. We know this is of the utmost importance to President Trump and to the majority of Americans who voted for President Trump. But the specific details of some of the changes with respect to Medicaid and some other things, we're still learning those. So this is a big bill. As you know, Jason, you spent a lot of time in Congress. We're still digesting all the information. The Senate, they're just now beginning the process, and you know how slow they are in the Senate, but we fully expect the Senate to pass that bill out in the next 48 hours, depending on how much Democrat obstruction there is. Then we plan on voting on the bill on either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So that would hopefully meet President Trump's July the 4th deadline.
Chairman David Webb here. Great to talk to you again. I get that you want to have this vote by Tuesday and Wednesday, but you've got the members of the SALT caucus. You've got other members of the House. When this comes back from the Senate, should they be successful in their passage, what will happen there? Will the SALT caucus hold the president's agenda that the American people voted for hostage to their blue state and local tax issues?
It's my understanding the SALT caucus is pretty happy. So I think they're in line. Of course, that can change. I've dealt with some of those guys, and they'll flip at the blink of an eye. But right now, I think they're in a pretty good position. With respect to the holdouts now, there are two issues that I think that are still lingering with some of the members. Mike Lee had a provision in there, I believe, to sell some federal land. There are a few Republicans out west that have some concerns about that. They haven't said they're against the bill yet. But then the big obstacle, of course, is Medicaid, and we're still trying to understand the changes that the Senate made to the House version of Medicaid. So that's probably the biggest obstacle in the House is the changes to Medicaid. But as we able to pretty much determine whether or not we'll have the votes to pass it or not. But I feel pretty good. I think that everyone in our conference knows this is what President Trump campaigned on. This is our moment. We've got to get it done, and hopefully we'll be there for the president.